My people, look, I know y'all been waiting on another one of these. Another career simulation, and today we will be dealing with one of the best quarterbacks in college football, possibly the Heisman Trophy winner. Unless you're an LSU fan, then you're probably going to say Jaden Daniels, without a doubt. But Michael Penix Jr., the quarterback from Washington, is one of the best quarterbacks in the nation by far. Has an undefeated Washington team, a team that's probably making the playoffs, especially if they beat Oregon this weekend. But the question is, how good will he be in the NFL? And we will use Madden today to figure that out. Now, as we go over here, we're going to scout players. I'm going to just show you guys where he's at right now. Dyer, the fifth quarterback off the board. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. To me, I think it goes Caleb Williams, Drake May, and then Michael Penix Jr. Shedeur Sanders could come out this year. Possibly should come out this year. But I don't know if I would put him over Penix. And J.J. McCarthy is probably my favorite quarterback in the nation because he's the quarterback from Michigan. And, I mean, that's my favorite team. So, I'm a homer. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Michigan. He's got the team undefeated. Looks like we might win the Natty this year. So, you know that career sim is coming. However, I think the side is glitched, so pay no attention to that. I think Madden just... Actually, no, it's not. It's kind of crazy that they all have A. But before we get into this, we're going to answer some questions, right? First, I get the question, what's the draft class I use? It's Bengals draft class. Bengal the YouTuber. He does some great work with the rebuilds and always has a fire connected franchise. That's the one we use. The only thing I do come in here and change the quarterback a little bit, probably dev, a couple of the stats based on what I've seen when I watch the quarterback. Next thing, we will play with the players from here on out. Somebody in the comments said that last video, and I thought that's a great idea. I think we should be able to at least see these players play. So, this is the deal. Playoffs, I want to say we'll at least play one game. So, usually, all of our players make the playoffs at least one time. We'll at least play like the first, second quarter of a game. And then we'll let their careers play out for themselves. You don't want to, impact it too much. Because y'all know I could go in here and dominate and win the game. That's without question. So, what we got is Michael Penix Jr. here. I doubt he's going to the Vikings. The good thing is EA did update where you can start in the season. So, the records are a little more accurate than they have been probably in the past career sims. So, that's great. The Jaguars beat the Eagles in the Super Bowl. That's interesting. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get in the draft. Right? Now, I think, okay, so we actually get it this time. Now, this is interesting. I'm not going to impact it. I'm not going to impact it. Because we could draft him. We just go advance to the end and I'll see where he goes. We could have, because personally, I think the Vikings need to take a quarterback. I don't think Kirk Cousins is the answer for the future at all, and neither is Joshua Dobbs. And if y'all saw the game on Monday Night Football, y'all see that Cinderella story has ended. However, let's go ahead and see the draft recap and see where our boy Joshua Dobbs has ended up. Let's see what we're talking about here. I imagine you can't just adjust it by quarterback. Let's go ahead and see. Going down. Where? I haven't seen my boy yet. Haven't seen him yet. JJ went 26th. He didn't go in the first round. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Second round to the Eagles? Oh, that is so bad. This is about to be an interesting career sim. Because he's not getting off the bench. At least not anytime soon. Oh, boy. Okay, so this is the interesting thing, right? Depending on how you feel about Michael Penix Jr., there's a chance this could happen. Where he ends up in a place behind a veteran. But in Jalen Hurts' case, he's not just a veteran. He's like franchise quarterback. We'll see how this pans out. This should be interesting. Because we haven't had this happen yet. So we're going to go on ahead and switch to the Philadelphia Eagles. And I will see you guys at week 1. Okay, we're in week 1 of the Philadelphia Eagles 2020, this would be 2024-2025 season. The team is elite, but I think you guys already know that, right? One of the best teams in the NFL, one of the best teams in Madden. This team is special. Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis. I mean, there's so much talent around here. The thing is, Jalen Hurts is the guy. So Penix is going to be the backup. So these first couple seasons, I'm going to be completely honest with y'all. Oh, well, we'll do one thing before I even say that. Before I get ahead of myself. What we'll do is, we'll go ahead and look at the stats for what we got for Penix so you guys can see it. You can see decent accuracies all over the place. Not a amazing arm. You know what I'm saying? This isn't Caleb Williams we're talking about. This isn't Drake May we're talking about. Decent speed, agility, change of direction. Not going to pop off the page with athleticism for us. So, pretty good. Hopefully one day great pocket passer in the NFL. But, I mean, we're just going to advance through the season, I feel like. I don't feel like he's getting off the pond anytime soon. So, I will see you guys at the Super Bowl. Right? I feel like, yeah, I'll just see you guys at the Super Bowl. And we'll go from there. Okay, so as you guys can see, the Eagles went 11-6. We're at the end of the season. I doubt we're going to see any movement when it comes to Michael Penix had 15 completions on 17 attempts. I'm just going to see. This is weird. I don't even know how he got this many downs played. But yeah, I have no idea. Because Jalen Hurts played all 17 games. So, unless I'm tripping. Yeah, because I feel like the max you can play is 17. Maybe the backup just plays all 17 because I guess he is holding the snaps, maybe, for the field goal team. But other than that, Jalen Hurts was still balling, 30 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Michael Penix only had 1 touchdown his rookie year. I mean, Jalen Hurts was still that guy. I mean, these numbers are ridiculous. 500 yards and 12 touchdowns, so 42 touchdowns total. A special talent. That might have been enough to win. Yeah, I thought so. MVP. I had a feeling. So, Michael Penix is sitting behind the MVP. I feel like, y'all, we're just going to... I'm not going to jump 10 years yet. We'll advance the next season, and then we'll see how this plays out. Because Jalen Hurts is signed for the foreseeable future. So, maybe if at the next season we'll see something, we'll get a jump going. So, another season has been down the drain for Michael Penix. Like, Ravens-Falcons is one thing, but let's just look here. Less attempts, less completions. Like I said, he's the backup quarterback. I don't know what you guys expect him to do at this point. Nothing going on his second year in the league. The Eagles are still an amazing team. What was their record this year? Actually, not that great this year. Still overall, was a great team. 8-9, and Jalen Hurts is still the guy. What we're going to do in this case, because this has not happened on the channel yet, we're going to jump 3 years and see if maybe something changes. So, right now we are in 2025. I will see you guys in 2028. And hopefully, either Penix is the starter of the Philadelphia Eagles, or he's been traded to another team. Okay, we back. And this Eagle team is a lot worse. I will say that. However, that's not what we're here to check on. We're here to check on who's the quarterback. And, okay, well, Jalen Hurts is still the guy over here, which is fine. No, nothing to worry about. We need to go find out where our guy is. So, let's go over here to adjust the lineups, and we will find out. I do have to, I'm going to upgrade these Eagles before I leave. I kind of, forgot they kind of depend on me over here. It's not about the Eagles. It's about Penix, but boom, there we go. We got a lot of upgrades going for those guys. But the question is, where did Penix go? And I guess the other thing is, has he played any seasons while we've been gone? So, go over here to NFL. We're just going to sort by name. I feel like that's the easiest way to go. Penix. Hey, yo. Okay. There he is. The Broncos. Got y'all worried there for a minute, didn't he? He is the starting quarterback for the Broncos. Let's go over there. Michael Penix in the Denver Broncos. Let's see what's going on over here, man. He is a star dev. This might be his first season starting, I'm assuming. It is. his first season starting. And it had started off at a terrible rate. 6 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. I mean, he stepped behind Jalen Hurts all this time, and he hasn't shown us anything so far. And he's not running the ball that much. Obviously, more of a pocket passer. Now, I'm going to tell you this team is not the greatest. Sean Payton hasn't really done him any favors. Jerry Jeudy, Marvin Mims Jr., and Cortland Sutton are the guys. However, this tight end right here, Curtis Williams, my goodness. You want to talk about a stud. He's got a studded tight end. A stud. And then defensively, I mean, it's just PS2. I'm not really even going to go over these other guys. It's just PS2 over here, man. So, what I'm going to do, because he has a stud tight end, I'm going to switch this playbook to the Chiefs. I tell you guys all the time, it matters about scheme when it comes to these quarterbacks and the number they're going to put up. So, I am going to go KC because his best weapon is the tight end, and we all know Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce. Y'all get the vibes. Now, I'm also going to make sure the team's upgraded. And then, hopefully, you know, we make some noise. This is his first season starting, and he's had like 4 years in the league. So right now the Broncos are 1-2. Let's hope we make the playoffs, and let's hope we can have a good season because we want to get him a dev trait, right? So we're gonna go on here, get to the playoffs, and hopefully he's slanging that thing. We didn't make the playoffs. However, an 8-9 record is not terrible. Now, as we look over here, I'm going to check and see what Penix is looking like. We've gotten to the end of the season. He does have 1 upgrade point for us. We'll throw that on strong arm. We could just look at his stats right here. I think that might even be easier than just scrolling down there. Okay, so 4,330 yards, 27 touchdowns, and 12 interceptions for Penix in the 2028 campaign. Also had 2 rushing touchdowns. Penix was special in his first year starting. Now, this is interesting. I love this storyline a little bit better because this is a guy that's been sat behind. He don't waited for his turn. We didn't make the playoffs this year, right? But as we go to Super Bowl week, I wouldn't be surprised if I see him get a dev upgrade because he did have a pretty doggone good season. Let me go on here and look at our lineup and see if we got any love for Penix. No, we did. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. Ugh. Still pretty good at all his accuracies, too. That is tough. I want to see. We'll check everybody's stats now, too, for the Broncos. We'll see who dominated. But 5th in yards, and he didn't get a dev upgrade? That's kind of nasty. I don't like that, EA. I don't like it. Usually, I thought it was top 5. It might be top 5 in touchdowns he has to be. But Penix is up there with Burrow. Well, J.J. McCarthy's playing phenomenal. Josh Allen and Mahomes. Pretty good season for Penix. If we look at the Broncos as a team, I'm pretty sure the number 1 option was the tight end. Marvin Mims actually balled out. Yes, Curtis Williams was up there. 1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns. Cortland Sutton balled out as well. Jerry Jeudy, not as much. Okay, so we got like 3 good guys. The running back room is pretty much in shambles. Like it's a Chiefs playbook though, and they don't run the ball as much, you know, especially before they got Pacheco. So Zach Charbonnet, 564, 8 touchdowns, and then Javonte Williams, 512, 4 touchdowns. However, he kept his dev, which is ridiculous since he's splitting carries. So I'm optimistic. It is a Chiefs 49ers rematch in the Super Bowl. That's probably going to be interesting. But we're going to get to the next season because now Penix's career has stepped on the platform. We're ready to rock now. I feel like might be a Hall of Fame career. A sneaky one, but possibly. Okay, so this season these are your Denver Broncos. Pretty much the same guys we saw last year. Jerry Jeudy and Marvin Mims are here. Cortland Sutton probably retired, probably at the end of the rope. Javonte Williams is now RB1. No backup for him. Defensively, still just PS2. We also have a new stud outside linebacker, but pretty much just PS2. I mean, he's the guy. He's the guy, no doubt. Dominant. He has 99 everything across the board. I was wondering why he's getting points stacked up on him. The goal is here. This should be a playoff team. I believe we can do it. Let's go ahead and get to the mid-season point, and we'll see how our boy Penix is doing. And we are 4-3 at the mid-season point, which is pretty good. Still in the race for the division. Stats-wise, let's see what my boy Penix is doing. Our boy, the channel's boy, Penix. 1,600 yards, 13 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. I like it. With a 70% completion percentage. Okay. Rushing-wise, doesn't have any rush touchdowns, but 110 yards. And receiving-wise, it's been Big Curtis leading the way along with Jerry Jeudy. Marvin Mims is having a little bit of a slower start this year. Okay, we are the 11th ranked offense as well. I feel like this is the year, though. Playoffs inbound right here. You make the playoffs. For the first time in Michael Penix's career, he is in the playoffs. Woo-wee. I'm telling you, man, this is special. This is special. We're going to go ahead and check the stats for the season. And he's up there, boys. I'm telling you now, 4,300 yards, 36 touchdowns, and 9 interceptions. Also, actually, no, didn't do much on the ground at all. Javonte Williams with a heck of a season, 1,100 yards, 10 touchdowns, now that he's not splitting carries. Receiving-wise, Curtis Williams was the guy. He just gets better and better and better. And then Jerry Jeudy, 992, 4 touchdowns. And then Al Burton, a young player, 882 yards and 10 touchdowns. Marvin Mims also had 751 yards and 8 touchdowns. Penix is moving that ball around. The 5th offense in the league when it comes to yards. Special. And we in the playoffs, so I've got to keep my promise. We're going to hop in here. We're going to hop in. We're going to hop in. At least for the first couple drives, okay? Hop in for the offense, and we're going to make something shake. You guys, right now, it should be interesting to see who is the... Oh, wow. We are backed up way back. Oh, man. Okay, we're just going to go coach suggestion. Whatever the coach wants me to run, we're going to run. We are backed up way back, though. Oh, my God. Why is Penix wearing 22? That's a nasty number. Getting into our... Oh, God. How did he throw all those yards throwing like that? That's nasty. Real nasty. Okay. Marvin Mims is one-on-one. Let's drop back here. Oh, yeah. Penix. Penix to the big fella. And that is how Michael Penix Jr. is going to start off cooking. That's what you like to see. Let's see if we can get... Okay. They want him to run a little read option now. The 22 looks so nasty on the quarterback. This is crazy. Okay, we're going to give it to Javonte. Wait, I didn't see no room there to run. So we're not going to get our quarterback killed. We're not going to get him killed. And they want a read option again. Okay. Okay. Let's see if that end crashes down. Doesn't. Javonte again. I see why Javonte has got so many yards. They must really respect Michael Penix's legs in the short yardage. We're going to go back to flood here. I like Jerry Jeudy over the top. Penix, I'm telling you, it's the accuracy for me. It's the A-low. Step into it. Step into it. And the big fella. I'm telling you, him and the big fella are special. That's the connection. Clearly, one of the best tight ends in the league, right? A little play action here. We're going to send Bird up the seam. Step back into it. Penix, 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 Penix. Marvin Mims with the catch, and we're down at the 1. What does Coach Winter want here on the 1-yard line? Low read. Okay, I like the lead read. I just don't feel like this is going to work. Maybe Javonte gets in here. Javonte, and he does. And the Denver Broncos go up 7 points. Just like that. Penix, I'm not going to allow with slinging that thing. And we're going to get one more drive right here with him. He's slinging that thing, man. The defense also got a stop, which is pretty impressive. I like Jeudy deep. You think he can air it out? Oh, yeah. Penix airing it out. Jeudy make a play. Ooh. Jeudy's got to catch that. That's a dime by Penix. That is a dime. They love the read option. I don't know why. He's not like a great athlete. Let's see what we got here. Marvin Mims. That's more. Look at that. Look at that. That's what you want. That's what you want right there. Nice. The young man, like I almost called him a rookie. It's our first time seeing him. He's a rookie to our eyes, but for the league, they know he's dangerous. This is a guy that almost won the MVP. I might have to check that race to see if he did win it. Penix, can he uses his legs? Throws a dime! Oh my God! Hey, yo, Penix is nasty. Penix is nasty. Oh, my goodness. A dime to Marvin Mims. All right, so now we're going to jump ahead, man. We're going to jump ahead and see what's going on here. As the Broncos are 14-0 and the defense is holding. This is pretty impressive. I will say this is pretty impressive. Indianapolis did get some points on the board. We're fine. We're fine. I want to see Penix win a Super Bowl, man. I'm not going to lie. 17-7. Okay. Colts are pushing the ball down the field. They do get 7. And they punted. Oh, no. What is going to happen here? Okay, you got a turnover on downs. Penix is moving the ball. First down, still moving the ball. Okay, he's going. Chunks. Okay, this should at least be 3. Who is on the other side right? Anthony Richardson. Why didn't I think about that? He is the young quarterback. Oh, man. He gets sacked twice. And the Denver Broncos are moving on. Let's go. Sean Payton gets a nice young quarterback. And for the game, Michael Penix threw 9 of 17, 1 touchdown. Kind of disgusting. Did he run it off go? 12 attempts for 28 yards is nasty. Anyway, though, we got to check the highlight out, right? I think we got the highlight. Do we have the highlight? Did they not save the highlight for us? Y'all go back and watch it. The Penix throw to Marvin Mims when he was under pressure was ridiculous. So, we won our first wild card game. I feel like I have to check the MVP race because I feel like there's a chance Penix might be up there. He has to be, right? Like, he dominated. Let's go check and see. Yeah, like, such a good season. Yearly awards, he's not. He was 6th in the running. J.J. McCarthy wins an MVP. What are the odds of that? We are in the, aren't we in the AFC? Offensive Player of the Year went to Josh Allen. Penix at 10. Offensive Rookie of the Year, that's not what we're worried about. Best Quarterback, Penix at 7. Okay, so not bad. He's starting to get into the award races. I will tell you that. So that's a start for a young quarterback. Now, let's see if we can beat the Chargers. We're not going to hop in here. Let's just see if we can beat them. Let's see if we can beat the Chargers. And we lost 35-32. Oh my gosh. What? I gotta go check and see the freaking... I gotta see what happened. What happened that we lost to the Chargers? Division rival. Let's go back and look at this. In the game, Penix had 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. He actually balled out. Did he have any rushing yards? 7 attempts for 28 yards. They run him a lot more than I would think they would. He actually outdueled Justin Herbert if you're looking at numbers. Other than, passer rating. But that's fine. That's definitely a season to build on. Hopefully this will give him a dev. Right? I'm hoping that it will. Because he deserves one as we go on ahead. I wonder, did he make the Pro Bowl? That should also be something interesting. Let's just go ahead and get to next week. He should make the Pro Bowl, I feel like. As we're looking, he did not make the Pro Bowl. Wow. There's just so many good young quarterbacks. Drake May, Lamar, J.J. McCarthy, Josh Allen, Kyler Murray, Joe Burrow were the guys. That sucks. Because Penix had such a good season, I feel like. But we're going to go ahead and advance to the Super Bowl where the Detroit Lions have entered the chat against the Chargers. The main thing we're looking for here, though, is depth trait. Let's see if Penix finally got one. He was up there in touchdowns. And bang! Yes, Penix finally has abilities. That's huge for him. Now, he doesn't get anything crazy to start, but that's huge for his development down the road. The only thing is, Penix was in college for a little while. So he's already 28 years old. Know what I'm saying? How long does he play? Right? So, I feel like now, do we jump forward? No. I'm not going to jump forward because we jumped forward early in his career because he was on the bench. So, we will go to the next season and see if maybe the Broncos can build on this successful season, making it past the wild card round. Where are your 2030 Denver Broncos? Michael Penix is an 82 overall. Javonte Williams has fallen off a cliff as far as dev traits are concerned. Marvin Mims, Jerry Jeudy. We also still have our superstar tight end. The offensive line has gotten a lot better. Big Ragnow's here now. Mirners. I don't want, I'm trying to not get it wrong. But he's there at guard. Offensive line got buffed up. We also have a decent backup tight end, which is nice. Defensively, Surtain lost his dev. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, that sucks. We do have an X Factor left outside linebacker. Looks like a stud. Yeah, definitely looks like a stud. So, we lost a lot of devs on this team. And honestly, we don't have that many. Only 3. But the way Penix was balling last year, you gotta think he continues to grow in this offense. Let's go ahead and get to the playoffs right away. Let's just skip ahead and see if the Denver Broncos make it. Okay, that hurts. That hurts. We did not do what I thought we would do. I thought we'd grow. Unfortunately, we fell off a cliff. Now, I'm not going to lie. This isn't the most talented bunch of guys. However, if you look at the stats, another decent season for Michael Penix, right? Almost 4,000 yards, 20 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Definitely a fall off from last year. Running-wise, he had 4 touchdowns on the ground. It's not great numbers. I'm not going to sit up here and lie to you. We were the 21st ranked offense. Let's go check out what happened with our receiving threats this year. It must have been kind of bad. Let's go ahead and look at this. Receiving-wise, nobody's got over. Curtis Williams missed a game. Seemed like maybe some injuries during the season. Al Burton, Jerry Jeudy, and Marvin Mims carried the weight, but just not a lot of touchdowns. That's ugly. I hate it. I don't like it at all. What did and Javonte still got 1,000 yards and 9 touchdowns? Javonte's still balling. I don't know how he lost his depth. So now this is what we're gonna jump forward though. We're gonna jump forward a little bit in the future, probably about, I want to say about 3 years. So in 2033, I will see you guys again, and we will see where Michael Penix Jr. is. Call it a comeback. My boy Penix been here for years. Let me tell you something. X Factor when we hop in 2033. This man has become a stud right before our eyes. We're going to throw that dead eye on him. We're going to throw a little no look on him, a little quick draw if I can get it. Yup. Then we're going to throw a little tight out to help his tight ends out. But man, okay, so we missed 2 seasons, as you guys knew we were. And in those 2 seasons, he threw for 4,000 yards, 31 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. And then 4,300 yards, 31 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. And then 4,200 yards, 29 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. He also was running a little bit those past 2 seasons. And we're 1-0 to start the year already. This team has not gotten a lot better. I will say that. Like, talent hasn't been. As Surtain did go back up to superstar, though, as he is, how old now? 33 years old. He is getting up there. Goodness gracious. I will say this, though. The team is not terrible. We actually have some talent now. As you see, the safety spots are looking good. The corners are getting better and better. I actually like this team a lot more. Okay. GM's making some nice moves. A nice young running back. Is he at least kind of fast? Duke Kid. That sounds like a stud. 91 speed. I like it. Okay. So, now, what we also have to check is, during those years that we were away, in which I almost forgot to check, because I was just about to start simming away, did Penix manage to win any awards? Because he had some pretty doggone good seasons there, no doubt. So, let's go on ahead and look. This is the last year of his contract as well. Should be interesting if the Broncos resign. Awards. 1 Pro Bowl appearance is all he has. However, as a 2nd round draft pick, I would say he's pretty much, he done went farther than we thought he was going to go since he started out behind Jalen Hurts. Let's go on ahead and advance it to the playoffs and see what our guy does this season. We make the playoffs at 12-5. I mean, this is the year, right? You gotta think this is the year. As I go ahead and upgrade the team, this is the year, right? Like, this might be the year Penix gets one. If there was a year, as we're gonna go ahead and check his stats, as we will hop in one more time. Well, actually, this was not a good year for Penix. He got hurt during the season. 21 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Duke, he actually had 2 rushing touchdowns too. Duke was actually very good, as he had 970 yards and 14 touchdowns as a rookie. Receiving wise, my boy Curtis Williams is still being a monster. Nathan Small now is our new number 1 target, it looks like, with 1,000 yards, 12 touchdowns. Marvin Mims is getting older, 875, 5 touchdowns. And then hold on. Am I reading that right? A 6'7", 232-pound receiver with 91 speed. Oh, my goodness. I know Penix, this might be the year, man. This might be it. We got to hop in. I got to see 6'7" at receiver. I got to see that. Oh, my goodness. All right, we're going to hop in and play a couple drives of offense. See how good our guy is. He does have X Factor now. So, you know, you got to be happy with that. All right, boys. I feel like at this point, you know what? There he is, number 8. We're throwing it up. I was about to say something, but why even waste the time? Big 6'7". Oh, my God. He's so big. The Harold Carmichael out there for the Broncos. This is crazy. 6'7" receiver. And then we still have our dominant tight end who really got us here. Oh, this is going to be a dot. Penix. Money. And it seems like every time we hop in, Marvin Mims is still that guy. Oh my gosh. Great dot by Penix as we go up 7-0 against the Cleveland Browns. What else we got here? I think we go big up. Yeah. Yeah, we're going big to grab. Big grab here. Big grab. Big grab. Penix got hit. Oh my God. Who was that? Played a licking. Hopefully my boy can keep on ticking. We good though. I want to go to Rab deep so bad at least one time. So we're going to try to throw it deep to him. I feel like him one-on-one against any... Oh my goodness. That is disgusting. Michael Penix is a problem. I feel like we run the ball here with Kid. Get it in with the young rookie running back who's had a heck of a season and rocking jersey number 1. That is nasty. 2 touchdowns just like that. And we get the ball again in the first quarter. What we got here? We've been going bombs away with Penix. See what we got here. Marvin, another dot from Penix. Oh my. Hey man, Penix might be the best quarterback in the league by now. He might be that guy. I feel like he's getting a Super Bowl this year. This is the year where Penix gets a Super Bowl. He throws one to the tight end. Oh, I felt like the tight end could have held that one in. That was a decent enough throw that he could have made a play on that. Let's go ahead and try to use Penix's legs here. It looked kind of bagged on this side, though. Penix. We haven't seen him run yet. He picks up 1. What else we got? Oh, yeah. This is what we want. Verticals. You got to go Rab here, right? 6'7" over there by himself. They don't double. They're crazy. Ow! Almost got it. Got to go ahead and take our 3 here. Right? There's no way we're bumping. We're going for it. Timeout. We're going for it. We're going for it. Put the dagger in these boys. This is the best quarterback in the league. Put the dagger in him. Put the dagger in him. I like Rab here, but I like Rab every time. He's 6'7" with that type of speed. This was not a good idea, and we get sacked. Okay. If we get the ball one more time in the first quarter, we'll play offense again. We didn't get it. We'll run one drive. I'm interested. I'm interested in this team. We got one more drive in us. Let's see what Penix got. Sliding in the pop. No way. 6'7" down the sidelines. Ramp. Oh my God. Hey man, you want to talk about a future superstar? 6'7" is crazy. Oh my goodness. If we're going to go ahead and skip the moments now and just let the game play out as the Broncos are up 28-7 and they are mopping the 35-7. They are mopping the floor with the Cleveland Browns. 38-14, 45, 52-14. What a game by the Broncos. Let's go ahead and look at what Penix did. 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. Also, Duke Kid got 2 touchdowns. What a game. Did we get any defensive interceptions? We did not. I was trying to figure out how we got all those touchdowns. Huh. Weird. That's definitely weird. I felt like that's crazy. All offensive. Tucker Bennett was the quarterback for the Browns. He played like absolute garbage. But with that being said, after winning 52-14, you got to think our spirits are high, and we're on our way to the Super Bowl, possible. Right? This. I know that was just a wild card, right? I know that was just a wild card. I know, but I feel like this is the team of destiny. We got. Oh boy, is this Lamar? Lamar might not be around anymore though. Let's go ahead and advance it. We gotta make it. We gotta make it. We gotta. Oh. We lost. We lost to the Ravens. Let me go on ahead, check the schedule, man. That's a kick in the teeth. You want Penix to get one, and he's just 21-14. It is wow. Lamar Jackson is now the backup for the Baltimore Ravens. Something was in my eye, y'all. Don't worry. Lamar Jackson is now the backup for the Baltimore Ravens. Byron Coleman, 7-year guy, is now the starter. Michael Penix had 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Also ran the ball kind of decently. 10 carries for 31 yards. Quarterback, that's not bad. Too bad we lost, though. Oh, man. I know he doesn't have a chance to win MVP this season. I'm just going to advance to the Super Bowl to see if he keeps his dev trait. And then, as we did have a Rookie of the Year, which was the running back, I'm pretty sure, right? Duke the Kid. What a season for him, as he'll probably go up in a dev trait. Let's go ahead and look and see what the team looks like at the end of the season. Penix does keep his X factor, which is huge. Duke Kid does have superstar. Our tight end has been a 99 for as long as I can remember. Surtain keeps his superstar. Brown. We just got a lot of young talent. So hopefully we can take this in the next season and dominate. Because after next season, I feel like we're going to be almost towards, jumping forward, and it might be the end of Penix's career. So, let's go ahead and get the next season and see what the team looks like. What are the odds? Oh my gosh! This is wild. So, in a crazy turn of events, Michael Penix Jr. is once again the backup for Jalen Hurts. What? How is this man still in the league? 36 years old, and he comes and steals the man's spot. Oh my gosh. If we look at Jalen Hurts, this is a guy that's been the best quarterback. He's been the most valuable player, offensive player of the year. He's led the league in pass rating, 4 Pro Bowl appearances. And the Denver Broncos go behind a X-Factor quarterback's back that's 33 years old and brings in Jalen Hurts. What in the world is going on? We just gonna go ahead and get to the playoffs, man. This is wild. I didn't expect to see Jalen Hurts again. We didn't make the playoffs. I shouldn't even have to tell you guys why. Jalen Hurts was dominant. Penix threw 1 ball all season. So for everybody that was hoping for the 2 quarterback system, not at all. They moved Penix right back. Duke Kid fell off the map. The receiving wise, when you're starting, the tight end was balling. We took a step back offensively. Where is Rab? Okay, there goes the 6'7" guy. 692 yards, 5 touchdowns. I mean, this is just sad, man. I'm kind of heartbroken. Like, I felt like Penix might have a chance to make the Hall of Fame, but now that's not going to be the case. So, now what we're going to do, as we didn't make the playoffs, we will jump to 2036 and see if Penix is still going strong, and we'll go from there. I can't believe Jalen Hurts took his job. That's crazy. We lost week 1. However, we don't even know if this is Penix's team. I haven't checked yet. We will see what it looks like. It's not. It's Brock Purdy's team now. I swear the Broncos can't make up their mind on who they want at quarterback. They can't figure it out. So, where's Penix? That's the big question now. I'm going to say he probably got picked up by somebody. Was a pretty good quarterback last time we checked. Let's see what we got here. Should I? Yeah, I'm going to just go down the list. Chargers, Chiefs, Colts, Commanders. As Caleb Williams is still dominating. Can't wait till we do his. Just letting y'all know that's going to be a while. You know, I'm saving that one. Josh Allen's backing up people. Falcons. He plays for the New York Giants. He has lost his dev, but we will go over there and finish out Penix's career. He is now 35 years old. Let's see how long he plays. Okay, so the New York Giants, this is actually a very interesting. 2 superstar receivers, a superstar tight end. Michael Penix, if we look at his stats, 12-year career. Dude is still going strong. The crazy thing is, you see a season in here that we skipped. Jalen Hurts must have left the next season. 4,452 yards, 24 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. 2 seasons, well, that season right there where he got benched. Wild. And I want to remind you, he got benched after winning a playoff game. Wild. As far as awards go, still 1 Pro Bowl appearance. I mean, it just, yeah, it hasn't come all together. You can say that. Defensively, this team is a lot worse. Offensively, though, really good. This is probably the best cast of weapons he's had. I am going to switch it up, and we are going to go with I almost want to say we should go with J.J. McCarthy, but I'm not going to go with J.J. McCarthy. I think we're going to go with, who has a number 1 receiver, huh? But they got so many good offensive weapons. We'll change up the scheme. I think did I just push through? No, don't rebuild. Don't relocate. Don't do none of that. We got to go ahead and get, when I think of scheme, when I think of all of these weapons, we're going to go Buffalo. Buffalo has a good amount of weapons, and I feel like he can move the ball around. So we'll go with Buffalo for his last stint in the NFL. This is pretty much the end of the hill, right? We'll go Buffalo. And I'll see you guys at the playoffs, man. Giants missed the playoffs at 9-8. That's a tough one. That's a tough pill to swallow, man. We don't know how many more bites at the apple Penix has. And there's a chance that this could be it, man. We'll go ahead and look at his stats. 3,761 yards, 22 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions. Not running around much anymore. Oh, actually, yes, he is. 381 yards and 5 touchdowns for the older guy. Okay. But definitely not an elite quarterback like he was, 5 seasons ago? That was a stint right there. Superstar, X Factor. He was growing and becoming a pretty dominant quarterback. The question is, will he even be around next season? I feel like next season might be his last. Just in case, though. I feel like I always mess this up. So we're going to get just a picture of his stats here. You know, I like to summarize this just in case you guys are like, how far has he come, right? As you see, he is on his last legs and the last year of his contract. Career stats. So we started way back in 2024. He sat 1, 2, 3, 4 seasons. Then came out slinging with 4,000 yards. Let me get right. 4,300 yards, 27 touchdowns, and 12 interceptions. 4,300 yards, 36 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Almost 4,000 yards, 20 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, and on and on and on. He was dominant for not dominant, but a good to great quarterback for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 straight seasons. Got benched for Jalen Hurts, came back still looking pretty good, and had 1, 2 good seasons. And now we're at the end of the road, man. We'll see if he makes it back here next year with his contract in question. Who knows? But, hey, man, we can hope and dream, right? So I'll see you guys then. What did I say, y'all? That might have been it. As y'all saw, he was not the starting quarterback for the New York Giants. And I guess the question is now, is he the starting quarterback or a quarterback for anybody? As we go down the list, Jaguars, Jets, Lions, Packers. There goes Shadur, he's still playing. Panthers, Patriots, Raiders, Rams. I like doing it this way. It builds some suspense. JJ McCarthy's career must have been fantastic. I'm going to love to look. Actually, we're just going to check that out now since we're here. Because he's been an X factor this whole time. Two MVPs, a whole bunch of best quarterbacks, 6 Pro Bowl. This dude has been ridiculous. JJ McCarthy is the real guy. And they have him as a black quarterback. That's odd. But what in the name? JJ's been special. Steelers, and yes, he's the backup for the Steelers. Man, that sucks, man. We never really got, so many times. The other thing is, I don't even think his throw power got anything substantial ever either. If you look now, it's at 86. But man, he ends. I think this is our first quarterback career sim where we've seen a guy pretty much end his career on the bench. Let's just go check. I think we can pretty much check now. I mean, this I don't think he's making the Hall of Fame, people. So, as we look, Patrick Mahomes ended up with 4 Super Bowls, 5 championships, 20 yearly awards. Joe Burrow ended up with no Super Bowls. He made it. Lamar got 1. Josh Allen ended up with none. If you look at it, J.J. McCarthy has 15 yearly awards, no Super Bowls. I don't see Caleb Williams. There goes Caleb Williams right there, actually. 2 Super Bowls, 3 championships, 3 yearly awards. Crazy. And as you go lower, yeah, Penix just doesn't have a chance, man. Only has 1 yearly award. That's tough. That's tough. That's tough, man. That is where he's going to end his career. And that hurts. He probably won't start again. But for that 5-year stint, he was pretty doggone good. So we got to respect it, man. But without further ado, please like, comment, and subscribe if you new. You know we're going to have more career sims coming, especially now with it being championship season and bowl season. This is a perfect time for me to do them because the season is over. So I know you guys want to see what's next for these prospects. But please like, comment, and subscribe again if you new. I'm Ajax1K, and y'all already know I'm out of here, man.